from Rasnades. I'm from Brumdus like Triller Jermaine. You might know my face on the music game, but right now jumped in a podcast game. Keeping it real, that's the aim. With no rumors, no hearsay, just real life guests. Vibes in a way, and all of the hot topics in the U. This is the reasoning. Come have a reason. This is the reasoning. Let's have a reason. This is the reasoning. Come have a reason. This is the reasoning.
Greetings, people. Them right now you're locked into the Reasoning Podcast. I am your host, Rasnado. Yo, you see today, I know you always hear me say that it's a special guest, but you see this guest today, this is the one. This is the one. This is the reason why Rasnado or was Tornado.
Massive.
The MC. This is the reason why for a lot of things. You get what I'm saying? There's a lot. It's the reason for Birmingham in a certain way. You get what I'm saying? Yo, you see this guest I got today? I'm telling you, he's a pioneer, bro. Yo, he's one of the first people on radio. I seen on radio spitting a certain way. He's one of the first people I seen in dances spitting a certain way. He's one of the first people I seen to bring a lot of MCs through in a certain way like that. He's one of the first MCs I know. Yeah, probably go on everyone wanted him on their radio station, bro. Back in the day, the pirate radio stations, there's a war. There was a bidding war going on. Yeah, who can get him on the station? Who can have him in their crew? It was that serious. It's not a game. You get me? And today's guest is none other than Vader, V-A-D-E-R. I'm gonna clap. Have to, because I'm telling you now, you guys don't understand this one. This one's different, bro. I'm telling you, fam. This is mad. This is mad for me. You get me what I'm saying to you? V, greetings, my family.
Thank you, bro. Thank you for welcoming and introducing me in such a stylish manner.
V.
I appreciate it, bro.
You already know.
Happy to be here, bro. The reasoning.
Bro, I don't say too much. You already know our relationship.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we're gonna get into it, V. We're gonna get into it, V. I'm not even wasting no time.
Say no more.
So on here, V, I like to start off cliche as I always say. You get me?
Man.
So the first question is what's your ethnic background?
I'm mixed racial, see, but look at me.
Yeah.
If you don't like my face, then don't look at me. Never had the case, and I can't look at me. Don't like what I said, then you
This is what I'm trying to tell ya! This is what I'm trying to say! Yes!
Mixed race though.
Shit, see. I see, yo.
Nah, I'm gonna give you the proper answer.
I'm excited, blood, go on.
Obviously, mixed race.
Yo.
My dad's black, my mum's white. My dad's family are from St. Kitts.
Yeah.
My mum's white English. That's it. Yeah.
You know, as well, I don't want to bit up your mum's name, but respect to your mother still, because a lot of the people them know because she worked in the school.
Yeah, big up my mum. Everyone knows my mum as Mrs. Tweed.
And a lot of people,
big up, man.
when we were struggling to teach them, were going against us and doing certain things.
Yeah, man.
She would come, even though she was like, you know, like obviously she'll come.
She understands.
She understands, because
that's
obviously,
why.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, she used to come, and I swear to you, bro, it's like just how she speaks to her alone. You just don't want to do no trouble again.
Oh, thank you.
Because you think to yourself, why wasn't they just talking to her like this?
That's it.
Why do you have to shout?
She understood.
She understood, you get me? So big up there. I have to big her up still, because that's a different thing still.
Yeah, while you're on it, I won't stay on it long. She worked at Cardinal Newman, for those that know that school.
Yes,
Harbour Hill.
Harbour Hill, that's where I went to get me.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
When I got kicked out of Lordwood, so yeah, man, trust me, big up Miss Tweed still, different.
Thank you, man.
All right then, so you said your ethnic background and that. So where was you born, V? For the people.
Dudley Road Hospital.
Oh,
now known as City Road Hospital. Well, City Hospital.
Hospital.
Yeah, not City Road Hospital. But yeah, that's where I was born, 1981, which makes me 42 now. I don't know if I've crossed one of your other questions out by saying that age.
Man, that's good, man. That's good, V, man. We want the detail, V.
42 years young.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. And what schools did you attend, V?
I went to Foundry on Perrott Street in Winston Green. I had a little stint, not a lot of people know this yet, but I went to Holyhead.
Okay.
From the September.
In Handsworth?
Yeah, from the September after the 6 weeks till January.
In your last year of primary school, was that?
Nah, Holyhead's a secondary school, isn't it?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Sorry. I'm going mad. I know what school it is.
Nah, it's cool. I'm saying from we leave, that was my first choice of school. I wanted to go Lordswood, and I went to the open evening, but I couldn't get into Lordswood for some reason.
Okay.
So I've gone Holyhead from September to January. I couldn't take it, man. It weren't where I wanted to be schooled, and like, I was 11, but how did I know that this weren't the place for me? And then I ended up at Cardinal Newman, yeah, which was just a wicked man school. Anyone who knows about Cardies, yeah, you had to be firm to be at Cardies. Cardies taught me a lot still.
Yeah, GD, you go on to number 11.
GD was a magnet.
Yeah, GD, and you come, Top City Road, bust the right, Cardinal Newman, go up Whitmore, bust the left, Lordswood. Yeah. So that was the three schools, you get what I'm trying to say? Yeah. I mean, I was part of that.
The Bearwood schools, you was part of it yourself.
Yeah, you know, your name, it was legendary we're going to get into. From school days,
Yeah, because it's been early still. I started early. I started about 14, so...
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
You get me?
It's a long time
ago. Man like Leighton went there too.
Yeah, Leighton.
Yeah? That's Doctor, for those don't know. MC Doctor.
Yeah.
You understand?
One of my classmates.
This is where man are coming from, bro. Like, it's this deep, you get me? But
Real substance, man.
So where did you grow up, V?
Winston Green. Originally, we lived on Gillett Road.
Okay, yeah. Bitter Creek.
Yeah, I went Barford Nursery for a bit.
Okay, Barford.
And then we moved down the road to Perrott Street. And then we moved again. Things were a bit complicated between mum and dad, and we had a little stint in Neutrals, but I was literally there for like about 6 months, and I was still going to school on Perrott Street. God bless my granddad, God bless his soul. He passed away 10 years ago. He would come and collect us in the morning and take us to school. These times I'm about 6 or 7. But then obviously mum and dad sorted things out, and then they looked forward. They bought a house again on Perrott Street, but this time they're buying, they're not renting.
Okay.
So we all shacked up in Nan's house for a bit. That's about my mum, my dad, my auntie, my nan, my granddad, me, my sister, all in a 3-bedroom on Perrott Street. And then we moved down the road, but we was just waiting for the house to get renovated and they knocked the walls through and stuff. And yeah, that was like 93 when we moved into that house. That's when I first went to Cardinal Newman as well.
So that's good then. So from early then, you was in a household, where you seen a brought house being brought. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, from very early. And
see that, you get me?
Just to touch on the figure, I know my parents won't mind me saying this. They paid 28 bags for that house back then. Yeah, and they sold up not so long back for 120. Yeah, so that's nearly 100 grand profit.
Wicked.
Yeah.
Wicked, because the investment's so early. It's good.
That's it,
So it shows you and other younger siblings in your household a certain way of life from the beginning, you get me? Yeah. So that's good still, because not a lot of people get to experience that, so that's good for you. So how was life growing up for you, V?
I can't lie, like, a bit rocky when I was young. I was always looked after. I was always like shown a good way, but a bit rocky between my parents. And like, you'll hear this on my first mixtape, F Deadline. I'm just saying how it was at the start. Like, mum and dad wasn't always good, bit back and forth. As I said, I moved to Neutrals for a bit and we weren't with my dad then. By the time we moved out of Neutrals and that though, mum and dad everything was healed, everything was sorted. And that's why they moved on to buy a house. But yeah, it was a bit, my dad, I'll be honest with you, my dad was a bit wild. Like, he weren't like Roadman 101, where everyone knew him like that, but he's from Ladywood. And he's a born scrapper. Like, you see my dad, my dad's a Villa fan, but our cousin's a Zulu, innit? Big up Walton, big up my cousin Robert as well. And my dad will go down to the Blues just for the scrap.
So sorry to cut you here.
Yeah.
This is just from my personal
cool.
My personal, I need to know this. So, obviously you got cousins, we're gonna get into it earlier, who I used to be around heavy. That's how I met you back in them days, in the late 90s and that. What? Are they your cousins through your dad?
Yeah, through my dad.
Through your dad. So your dad in the woods,
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to picture your dad now. Because I was around them and I know all their family. I'm trying to picture your dad now. You get me?
You see, even like off camera when you said you was from there yourself, I'm thinking, I bet my dad probably knows his dad. Because my dad knew everything.
Nah, he would. I'm trying to think this now. Yeah. Sorry to cut you.
I say his name because everyone knows my dad. My dad's name's Lionel. You know the surname already. But like I say, he weren't like your average roadman, like on a sound and them things there. He was more like, he was just a bit of a, he was all round. He was going to scrap and that football matches.
So he was like, because what it was, I know what it is, back then.
Yeah.
You had 2 types of black man.
Yeah, go on, break it down.
You had the,
Nah, my dad weren't that.
But then you had the Gaza black man. They're still really not black, Don't get it twisted. You're mad. You go to their house, their mum's cooking rice and peas because they're Wimrush children. So they still know what's going on. But guess what now? They've been born here and they've kind of adapted what's going on here. So they know their culture, but they also know Dave down there as well.
Yeah, I mean, look at it.
And I know how to talk to like him as well.
My mum's white, so obviously that's my dad's path.
I've got
white
like
friends
that.
as well. And like, you know what someone said to me, because obviously that word bounty used to get thrown around a lot back in the days. See what my friend said to me, like when my dad moved to Wales and that with my mum, he said, I respect your dad, And I said, why? He's gone because he always was himself. He never changed because he was with your mum or looked down on us. So he was fully with his culture as well. He's one of them, one of them man there, like when he sees his people, he turns it on.
I've got
it's
like
not
that,
put on. It's his thing, isn't it?
Uncle like that.
He adapted good.
He doesn't know what to do.
Yeah, he adapted. So he's adapted to the English side of things, what's going on, and he adapted to that.
So when it's time to speak Pat, we'll speak Pat well.
Yeah,
when it's time to talk like a Gaza, you white mate, we'll talk like that.
Yeah, he can do that.
Like, let's do that.
I remember that as a kid. I remember him ramping with us in both ways.
That's how I am. So
yeah, man, that's my dad still.
All right then, V. So what was your first musical influence then?
My dad. Not
Okay.
that, not like I said, not that he was a musical man himself, never played no instruments or nothing, but all I can remember, glass cabinet, old Pioneer separates, records. Like I remember going Don Christie. I remember my dad buying Admiral Bailey, Give Me Punani Warm. I remember buying that and just listening to it like over and over again. Shinehead, frigging the reggae hits from Volume 1. I remember gazing up in the shop, like interested, because I love music.
I said Don Christie, you know.
There was a lot of 80s soul as well getting played. You know, the tunes they played.
I loved them.
Midas Touch and all them tunes.
them.
Come on, fam. Like,
I
that's
loved
what
them.
I grew up on. My first person
them,
that I fan was Michael Jackson.
Yeah,
That's my guy. I've been to see him in the flesh as well. You get me? My dad taught me to see him.
I want to rock with you all night. Don't get me started.
He's going there.
Do not get me started.
Start me off, man.
Cause it's mad.
I was
go on.
obsessed with Michael Jackson's
Yeah,
Thriller.
it's mad.
And,
Mad.
Rest in peace, Vincent. Yeah, that was my dad's white friend, Vincent. Yeah. Remember, let me tell you about a man named V. That's Vincent. Okay. That weren't just a story to tell everybody on the radio. That's a real story.
Yeah, V, we're gonna get.
Yeah,
we're
there. We're gonna there. But basically,
cause you're mad. We're
I don't want to go off,
but
I'm taking it real
mad.
old school now. The films that were out at the time, back then, things have changed now with marketing and branding and whatnot. You could buy what was on the cinema in the cinema. I swear down, and there was about 60 quid. And I remember I seen this video in my house. Obviously, Vincent just had it away for me, innit? I never paid for it, but I had Thriller from when I was young, and I was just Thriller, man. Thriller had me for ages.
Cause like a mini film, wasn't it?
Staring at the screen, and like I was just into Michael Jackson from when I was a youth. Still, that was the first artist that I aspired to rate.
Makes
and
sense, like how the man's coming like the Michael Jackson of grime too. That's how I look at it, though. See.
Yeah, about the allegations and that.
Hey, yeah, yeah. Nah, but yeah. So alright then. So obviously your dad, you get me, Mike, and them man there influence you as well. So, lyrically though wise, what inspired you
me?
Yeah.
All right, let's go
first,
there,
before
man.
you even, because my next question is when did you start writing your own bars? But before that, what even give you that spark to say, right, I reckon I could do this?
Hip hop, 90s hip hop.
So take us through it.
So like before the 90s, I remember my cousin Andre. He lives in Canada now. He gave me 2 tapes. Yeah, he gave me Run DMC's album. Weren't really feeling that. And he gave me Straight Outta Compton as well. And I was in shock.
You was feeling that,
Fuck the police. Fuck. I'm listening to that. I'm thinking, what? This is how they're going on. But I knew that I was from Birmingham, Winston Green. So a lot of the stuff I'm listening to, my ears weren't ready for it yet. Because like even the whole gang thing in Birmingham, that hadn't escalated to the volume they escalated to. So they're there. Brothers are dying in Compton and that at the time. I'm listening to this music. And you know what? I can honestly say, them brothers were a guide for me. A lot of man listen to like gangster rap and that, and they just lose their shit. Think, I'm gonna go out riding music. That's what man call it, innit?
Yeah, that's what it
for
was.
me, it deterred me from being that way. It made me think, do you know what? Like, I like the rap side of it and that, but like, I ain't trying to be like these guys. I ain't trying to be on what they're on. And this is from early, you know, from primary school. So I feel like I'm a visionary from years ago. I had a vision and I knew to try and do what I thought was the right thing. But if I'm right to say, how did I know what the right thing was at such a young age? Obviously, you have to make mistakes to make things right. Do you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, early inspiration, man. 90s hip hop. Big up my dad's friend Wingrove as well. My dad used to play for a football team. I don't mean to veer off. Ladywood Rovers. And like John Boy, Wingrove, Alf, all them man there.
John Boy, Big Alf.
Yeah, man.
Tall, big giant Alf with the glasses. John Boy, that's my dad's brethren.
Okay then.
Chiz's uncle, Chunk's uncle.
Okay, Linzo. Linzo was the baller of the team. So like when we go
Look at dark-skinned John Boy with the boulder.
Yeah, man. Definitely my man. Used to be around Chunk and that. Like, them man there. So after the football now, my dad would just go and just hold the meds in Ladywood, innit? And that's where like the man are listening to Tim Dog, the Fushnikens and that. Google up them artists if you don't know who they are.
Yeah, I know about the Fushnikens, but I don't know.
Fast Tom.
Yeah, I know about the Fushnikens, but I
basically.
don't know Tim Dog though.
He was from the Bronx, yeah.
Who did? Yes, the Fushnikens, but I know who they are, but I don't know the other ones you said.
Tim Dog now, he didn't like the whole NWA thing. So his thing was fuck Compton. So he was gunning against NWA, but I listened to him for a bit, but because Cube was my first favourite rapper,
I can imagine.
Because I love them lot so much, I kind of thought, forget Tim Dog, but it just opened my mind, like, this is before Biggie and Pac and that.
Come on.
Before
I know
before
this.
Nas and all that.
This is like 1991,
Yeah,
92, this is early.
Like, not to go too fast forward, but I'm seeing like Wu-Tang, Biggie, first ever premiered on Yo MTV Raps. Like, who's these guys? Should I get their tape from Tempest tomorrow? Them kind of ways there.
I remember that.
Man's been like in the thing. End of the 80s, early 90s. That's when my ears stood up for music. Like, yo, I love music. This type of music. I don't want to hear this pop stuff. Don't get me wrong. Music's music. Like, I was watching Top of the Pops with my missus the other day, the reruns and that, and we was laughing because some of the tunes were bad. You know, when you're young.
Though, but I remember watching Top of the Pops with my nan on Fridays.
Yeah, and you just and certain pop tunes you just like.
What do you mean, bro? I used to go nuts to them. Me and my nan going mad. I used to listen to Lionel Richie, bro, when I was a youth.
Yeah, trust me.
When I'm 6, you know, I listen to Lionel, mad with my nan in the yard, moving mad.
Nah, not his proper stuff, but I'm saying though, you know what I mean? Obviously, for the age I'm at, I'm a youth blood. You get me? Lying on the Commodores. You get me? So my nan's going mad. You get me? So yeah. So when did you start writing your own bars now, V?
Okay, I'd say I want to call it 14. But before that, I used to have. Do you remember? Because man's quite old school as well. Do you remember? You used to have a stereo and it used to have a mic on it, but there was no visual mic.
It had a little slit, and it said mic, where you can record on it if you press.
We turn the one stereo on and press record.
Record and play.
Yeah, and I just used to freestyle from early, before 14, about 12. I didn't know where I was going, what I was saying. Some of the things are hilarious. Me and my sister would like try and make songs and stuff, but there's always been, like I don't have footage of me at weddings rapping and that when I'm young or nothing, but there's always been some music in me, and that's where I kind of started to do it, taping on tapes and that. And then when I was 14, I started making tapes to jungle. I wouldn't call it drum and bass because it weren't drum and bass.
It was jungle, man.
Jungle.
It was a Kenny Ken, Ray Keith era.
Yeah, them
that's
man
what it
there,
was.
and like I caught it.
Pure X.
Yeah, I caught it just before when it was still like making a lot of ragga, bashment, whatever you want to call it.
My mum used to listen to it then.
You know them times there.
My mum used to see with me because my mum was an in mum. In them days, then my mum was like, you know, the mum like she used to wear 95s in 95.
Yeah,
you know them ones there,
yeah.
And because I'm an only child at the time and I'm a little son,
I
get it. So I used to see it all. You get me? So I know what you're talking.
I know what you're talking. Yeah. So them days there. Okay then. So you started spitting on the jungle. Yeah, so then when it transitioned to garage, you know, what am I talking about? When it transitioned to garage,
there's a lot to kind of say about the jungle. Carry on, but I can elaborate.
Elaborate on the jungle then.
All right then. So the first time I ever MC'd, I might have shared this before, but I'll just go more into
it don't matter if you shared it, bro.
MC Lenny was a friend of my dad's, and MC Lenny, he's not as renowned as Bassman, but he's a legend for Birmingham. Like a lot of the younger generation, because Bassman's still kind of on the circuit. But Lenny was one of the first legends we had. Like, I used to listen to him, like Black Eye, General, them kind of man there. Even MC Biggie that was on Cool FM, them man are like pioneers as well. So I listened to them like, and like I had a birthday party for my 14th birthday, but it was very limited. I was only allowed 20 people. So I invited my little friends from Cardi's, few girls that went to my school, and that is the first time that I ever MC'd in public. Prior to that, it was just in my house in Greens, but I MC'd in there. I had DJ Escape in there. I didn't even realise I had to dress back. I had JJ in there from Neutrals. He was a white guy. He was sick. I don't think he followed on. He was around like GT and that, because you know, as you've said yourself, them like had a whole scene going on over that side, over Neutrals, Saltley and whatnot. And JJ was part of that. But it's like, it's only after my cousins reminded me who was at my things. That's the first time I ever touched mic publicly in Lenny's shop in Digbeth, which is now Subway, I think, unless it's closed down, next to the O2. Is it still a Subway? Is it a Barbers or
it's
something?
a Subway or something, but it was a shop though. It was a shop. Yeah, it was. It was. I remember.
That gave me confidence. Then after that, it was anywhere. If there was a house party in Quinton, I'm there. House party in Handsworth. House party in Ladywood.
Now, just to stop you there now. Something you touched on there.
Yeah.
This is the house party era, people.
Okay, yeah.
You have to, like, because now they won't know because the house parties don't exist now.
Nah,
you get me? So, you could build a name for yourself from going from house party to house party back then. That's how it was.
You've literally, that's how.
Literally.
I provisionally built my name.
Yeah.
Because, like, I was outside, as they say today.
Yeah.
I was just going around. There was no...
you was definitely outside because you're from Winston Green. Yeah, you're around certain people and you're outside from early.
Yeah, there was no internet or nothing. And like, some of these places, like you said on the King's thing, some of these places were deemed as scary places. Not to myself.
Yeah, of course not.
I want the mic. I don't care which bad man's in there. I'm probably not even aware of too much. I just want to MC in it.
Yeah,
that's all I was on.
He used to zone, man. He used to zone out still. He didn't care who was there.
Nah.
For real. All right, cool. So, did you transition through to the garage era?
Yeah.
Why you did? Because
Definitely.
this is when now this is the era we're getting onto now.
Yeah.
So, all right then, cool. So, as we said before, you went to school with people like Doctor.
Yeah.
The legendary Doctor.
Yeah.
So, did you and him used to spit bars in school and stuff? Or wasn't it that then?
He's gonna kill me now.
Go on.
He's gonna kill me.
Yeah.
All right, basically, my original MC name, no one's ever heard this, so we saved this for the reasoning. My second name's Tweed, innit? Like before Vader, people knew me as Carl Tweed, innit?
Yeah.
So remember when it was Sta at the end of everything, like Nug Sta or Sta.
I remember, bro.
So I was Tweed Sta.
Okay, yeah.
My man was Chamber. But I changed my name to Venom after Tweed Sta because I thought, I don't want my surname in it. We used to go around Greens, We're not graph artists, but we used to get a little graffiti,
and
tag it up on the walls around my ends, tag it up around Lee Bank, and like we just make our little tapes. And his brother's name was Kruger then as well, like big up CAT, that's his name now. But we used to just make tapes, whether it was at my house or my dad's house, and that's when we first started. But that was still jungle. So transitioning, I seen my brethren elevate a bit first. You get me? I seen my man like get on the garage first, like him, Daz, Badness, they were into garage. Like
DAZ.
Yeah.
We're going to touch on DAZ.
Yeah, man.
Because DAZ, sorry to cut you again.
It's cool.
But I don't think a lot of people know that he was probably one of the first people to touch Mike in this city on that garagey, grimy way. I'm not going to lie, bruv. Like, he was, like, I'm sure he even introduced Doctor to it. I'm being honest.
I'd say, like, I remember there was a set, and again, I've probably shared this. We'll just go into a bit more
on Silk.
detail. Nah, this is at Boat Party, and it's DJ Andy Ward from what was Choice FM back then.
Okay, yeah.
And Doctor and Daz was on that set.
Yeah.
And it's Doctor who showed me, because that's who I'm around more, innit?
Yeah.
I'm like, what's this? Garage. And I'm just like rolling tongue Vader on Jungle, but Daz and Doctor were on that tape. And then after that, this is when I've started to, like, obviously my cousin was from Neutral, so I know about, like, that's my first hearing of like garage. But then obviously I've been made aware of GT and all that as well. So then it's them lot. You get me, man like GT.
The Alan Rothschild and side, all that side down there.
They're the earliest memories that I have.
They are the guys.
Yeah. So apart from the man them in the hood and whoever's around, like the inner city areas and that, them like were the next lot of man. But it's kind of like around the same time. It's all just, it's like a pot and it's just bubbling up.
Yeah.
And like me, I've always been brought up to be like a congratulator, so I'm thinking, sick, there's man over there, the MC. Sick, there's man over there. I'm not just thinking, like, it has to be around here. Because it's for everybody. So I've always been, like, my mind's been open, man.
So, there's this Sunday, 4 till 6.
How's the show?
What was you doing? Because I know what I was doing every Sunday, 4 till 6 in my childhood. I was listening to Vader and DAZ and DJ Matrix. That's what I was listening to.
Prime time set, man.
Prime time. How did you get... Because was that your first set on radio? That was your first set, wasn't it?
Nah.
So explain to us, how you got on radio. Because to me, your first being on radio is Smooth FM.
Nah, all right, then, safe.
So explain to me, because for me, I first heard you on Smooth.
I have to dress back then.
Go on,
I can
bro.
do it easy. There's a little wave before that,
Go on,
Obviously,
show me.
Might have missed this wave, but there was about 5 to 6 shows on a station called Premier FM.
Okay.
And again, I might have shared this, but I'll elaborate a bit more.
See, I don't even know this information. Go on.
I had a brethren, funny, ironically named Triller as well.
Okay.
Who's Hitman's brother. You get me? Like, this is, small world, but this is my, like...
Hitman's?
Yeah, Hitman's older brother. He went Carly's as well. Trilogy. That's what man might know him as well. But anyway, he's phoned me up. There's a show on Premiere. Brasco's on there. Ace is on there. Creeper's on there. Sneaky T's on there. That's the first set. You get me? Obviously, man knows Sneaks, and it like...
Sneaks?
Yes, fam. Yes. Creeper, Sneaks, me, Ace, even Rob.
Creeps?
Yes, fam. Yeah, ask them.
That's
I don't
family?
forget this. Ask them, fam. Yeah, Creeper, fam. This is what I'm saying.
Sneaks. Rotty, don't ever do that. Oh, Sneaks, you can't
rolling,
out quiet.
rolling tongues. So they are actually part of the foundation.
Okay.
As well. And so when you see man rapping and that, Man can't look at them man there and think, oh, man, just stop rapping.
Now, I know that them man are part of the foundation for the streets. I know that, but I never knew that there was part of that.
This is what I'm saying, it's all tied in it?
Yeah.
So
Go on,
I weren't really trying to go down a certain path, but this is what happens, like when you're in Brum and you're doing it, you're close to the waters, innit?
It's like go.
So it's like, I'm in Winston Green, I'm on one of the baitest streets at the time, so a lot of people assumed and thought things about me that I wasn't even keeping up.
Yeah, because what it was, Vader, is because remember, I can tell it's because of the younger you looking up and idolizing everything.
Yeah.
Because you were from Winston Green, bro, and you were the voice of the streets. You get what I'm trying to say? So you said things that we could all relate to.
Yeah.
So automatically, all of the bad man from around the surrounding area there.
Yeah.
I remember going to 7-Eleven. We're gonna get to 7-Eleven, but I remember going there, and they are all. I remember being in certain man's yard and they're waiting for you.
Yes, real.
No, but you're the main man though.
Mad fam, man.
Until you give the blue light, the green light, nothing not going. And these are men who are serious people who do serious things.
Very.
But right now, they're humbling themselves because Vader, you know what I'm saying?
And that humbled me. Because, all right, then that's your department. This is my department. See where I come from? I come from an era I should say. I always do that. There's a lot of man. I know they never had the heart for certain stuff. We all knew, you would have caught that. You would have known, it would have happened in your era as well, because it's a cycle. It
happened.
So basically, there's a lot of man, you're not really built like that, but you're pushing yourself. I knew myself from early. And like I said to you off camera earlier, my dad showed me certain stuff when I was young. I had my pad in his hands and that, and like, I just went into the madness. I tried to keep myself out of the madness, but there was a lot of people who definitely weren't into the madness, but they were throwing themselves into it head first because I feel like they felt they never had an alternative route. I carved my alternative route, which is why I'm talking to you now on this podcast, because I knew that music was my escape from all of the madness. Like, don't get me wrong, it kind of tied you in because this man would want you to big him up. That man,
but at the same time,
neutral.
It would keep you, but you're allowed to be neutral because of the music.
Yeah, because of certain people didn't like it. Like, I was challenged a few times over the years. Like, always came out unscathed and that. But I remember a few incidents where a few man, even in Planet Ice one time, a few man.
We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to all that.
Safe.
Right now, we're talking about how do you first get onto radio. Let's get back to it.
Innit? We're fully veered.
Yeah, so you're talking about Premier FM.
So I've gone on Premier. I'll do it as quick as possible. I've gone on Premier. That lasted for about 5 or 6 weeks. I missed 2 of the shows as well. Got kicked off because bare man, when Sneaks, Creeps and that were on, over man are hearing that can.
And
so everyone's
all of the man are rolling up now and blazing
ruined
weed
it.
and
them 3 tapes were legendary. I haven't even got access to them no more. But them tapes there, that's original Rolling Tongue Vader. We got Ace One, we got Brasco as well, because they were there. They were on the tapes. Then after that, there was a legal station that popped up called Juice FM.
I remember that one.
West Bromwich.
I remember that
I went on there with DJ Reedus, I think his name was. Jerry D and them man there. Then after that, Tyrone collared me. Obviously, everyone in the Brum should know Tyrone. Melody. Yeah, so Melody's picked me up. He's got his little green Honda. He said, you come in Silk. Oh, no, not Silk, sorry.
Sting.
So I've gone in this back room on, is it Villa Road?
Yeah.
Yeah, gone on Villa Road.
Back then it would have been, yeah.
Mashed it up. After that now, Smooth starting. So Tyrone.
That Ganzi.
Yeah, Tyrone and Ganzi being like kind of aligned. Ganzi's like, yo, who's that you? But then in between there, which is something else I've shared again, but I haven't elaborated properly, I went to Silk with Badness for a trial show. Yeah. And I got rejected.
But you brought Badness through?
Yeah, I brought Badness there.
Because that's when Badness... Oh, Romeo, oh, Juliet, oh, Romeo, oh, Juliet. I listen, but do you know, because I have to stop you there for again, because, bruv, that was like a mad thing when you brought my man for real. Do you know why?
I don't think people seen it as that though, because I thought my man's thing's so solid. I don't think people realised that
Do you know why they went over their heads?
Yeah.
They never understood what the hell that was. Yeah. I did. Like I said, I was around your cousins.
Yeah.
Your cousins have got older brothers, as you know.
Yeah.
These older brothers are going to like heartless raves and stuff and pay-as-you-go raves. They're more advanced in this thing. So that style, like, I'm listening to Play Galero and all that, and he's doing that kind of stuff, what Badness is doing. So to me, it's not unusual to hear an MC do that. I've been waiting to hear an MC down here get versatile and do that. So when you brought Badness through now, it was, I'll never forget it, bro. A Ninja, I'll say you call it Ninja. I'll never forget it. Ninja brought the tape, like, bro, have you heard this new guy that my cousins brought through onto the radio, bro?
and he played the tape, and we was all Badness fans from then.
But you know what? I have to be honest, yeah. I dress back there again because we went primary school together, really. Obviously, he's from Triller's from around that bit of it by Aberdeen and that. So
I know where he's from.
You know where he's from.
Yeah.
So basically, he's left to go to London when we've gone to secondary school.
Yes.
But he's coming down in the 6 weeks.
Yes.
And through a mutual, who you know, because
Yes.
we discussed earlier.
Yes.
I remember being in his bedroom, yeah, and we're both MCing. My man's dropped a wrestling lyric. I've dropped a wrestling lyric.
Yeah.
But me, I think it's a confidence thing.
Yeah.
I'm hearing him, I'm just hearing the whole, because London controlled the MCing thing.
Yeah.
Apart from Bassman and Lenny and a few others, back then, London was predominantly known for, you know, even people like Moose and GQ and the old school guys. I'm really going back now, Navigator and that. Then you had the Skibbidies and that.
Yes,
So,
rest in peace.
yeah, rest in peace, Skibbity. You see, like, my man, he's inspired me as well, but it's not to say I weren't already doing it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I was doing it.
Yeah, like Badness.
Yeah.
No, I get it. I get that.
He's
I get
doing
that.
it, but I'm already doing it.
I get that, but what it is, you're in the public. So I'm not. So when I
Now,
say
but this is before, sorry to cut you, before we've even got out there. So what's happened, he's come back now when we're about 17, 18.
Okay.
And like, the reason why it might come across that way, because yeah, I did take him to, I'm like, come on, you coming with me, like, let's go Silk. And because his style fitted and it was more like the singing and...
Now, V, don't humble it off, fam.
Nah, but they didn't accept me. So you know what? I needed to say this. People don't know how much rejection I felt back in the day as well. People probably think I've always had a plain sailing journey. Yeah. But I felt rejected then, like I weren't good enough. Yeah. And then obviously Doctor's my friend, you know. He's killing it. Yeah, but like I'm just like in the shadows. Yeah. So back to where we was, which is good because we've gone round in a nice route. Ganzi gave me that power because Ganzi put me on his station, gave me a platform where I was able to show people what I'm about. Badness knew, Doctor knew, we were all friends.
But
then
Badness
it was my time.
Didn't get involved in that part.
Nah, he was just on Silk.
He's on Silk, but also Badness is doing his people, them is doing. So
he's doing rolling.
Two different people. You're two different people. So you're a musician. So that's what I'm saying. So you know, 4 till 6.
Yeah.
Every Sunday.
Yeah.
That was the show. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
You are the guy. Shouldn't have done that, you know. Shouldn't have done. Speak it. Do the bars, bro. Please. Do them.
Shouldn't have done that, you know. Shouldn't have done that, you know. If you're disrespecting the reasoning, you shouldn't have done that, you know. I think you should get some more seasoning because you shouldn't have done that, you know. It's Vader right now and I'm sat down with Rasnado, you know. You shouldn't have done that. You shouldn't have done that, you know. No.
Mercy, GTO, ride it. You get to the nice and go. You get to the...
All them ones, yeah.
You want to read my rights? Check the blood stains on my 120 nights.
Put me in a cell for a couple of nights. All them ones there.
Now the police ain't got nothing better to do.
Yeah, man.
What am I talking about?
It's mad. Like all that inspiration.
They come in the video, Vader. They come in the video.
Yeah, it's a state in bare ways. They call me the VADR MC, and I will scar MC. Or they call me the VADR Vader, or just straight. Vader. Bare styles for them. Like, I was kind of man.
Check the drama. For the Vader, I be the armor. Do it, man. I don't care.
Throwaway styles. Yeah.
Do it,
you want to hear it, yeah?
Do the original one, yeah.
Check the drama. Mr. Vader, I be the armor. Taking check pon all of the armor. Taking check pon all of the armor. God bless ya. But you weren't born with a Winchester. Nowadays you gotta protect your chest. I suggest ya. Go and buy yourself a bulletproof vest. Let me tell you what happened in Leicester. I met a girl by the name of Francesca. She had a brother whose friend was a killer. When I heard that, I felt like a shiver. Like a postman, it was a job to deliver. This trendsetter never delivered no letter. I'm gonna go get some medication.
Fuck off, bro.
Natural violence.
I don't care. Yeah? This is different. Yeah? Bro, Darren's phoning me. Yeah? We're on my podcast right now. I've got Vader. Yeah? You're on camera, bro. We've got Vader here, bro. Yeah? I'm trying to explain, bro. Yeah? Bro, you the guy. You know what's mad about this? This is the guy that used to tape all the tapes. He used to tape everything, bro. Yeah?
Yeah.
Bro, I got Vader in here doing. I got Vader doing Mixtapes, GTO, all the bars, bro.
Yeah, I got all them, man. 4 test crew and all the rest.
Yeah, man.
4 till 6 Sundays, that's.
Large up, lads, man.
Yeah.
At your yard.
It was hard. Yeah, it was hard, Vader.
Respect, bro. Respect.
Grew up on him.
Grew up on him, bro. Grew up on him, bro.
I got sets of this Vader, DAZ, all them sets, man.
Let's go. You get me?
I'm gonna shout you back though when we're done, innit?
Say that,
Yeah? Alright then. Yeah, sorry, I'm gassed. I'm gassy. See, I'm gassed.
It's all good, man.
Huh?
It's all good, man.
Hey, come on, ain't seeing it. I'm alright or wrong, see? It's Vader, bro. They've got to give you this now. They have to understand. I should have rather done the Nori thing and brought the flowers and that raggle. Nah, you know the flower in the box. I should have got some. I'm gonna start doing that. Fuck it, I'm gonna do my own one. Trust me, and sort of make a concept because this, bro, Vader. I swear, bro, I couldn't wait to get to this section.
Nah,
because this is
go on.
Vader.
The one.
This is what you, bro. I used to want to be Vader, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I know it sounds mad, but Vader, I swear to God, blood.
Yeah,
and because I'm with Ninja and Nessa and we're in there, I remember with the Riders crew, we got the decks in the yard and we're in there and bro, and with even your cousins, they used to be in awe of you. Like, bro, these were like, yo, Vader's my cousin. I don't know what you man are talking about.
Nah,
I just what MCs you rate, but Vader's my cousin.
I was happy to meet them as well, though, you know.
Because you met them later on in life. I remember you met them, bro, when we were teenagers. I remember, bro.
And since
got
I met
Ninja Nessa, but my dogs.
You think they ever had to pay to get in Planet Ice?
Bro, I was with them. I used to get the pass. What do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I used to get the VIP thing where I get to go around the back of the decks where you're spitting, bro, and take out your steamers and that, and taking a one sip. And it's
oh my God. He said not drinking.
I was there, bro.
It was not drink stuff.
I was there.
Or a 2020.
You get me? I was there, so. All right, then, let's get back on track to the interview. I went mad. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? So I had to get it out. You get me? So the 4 till 6 shows Sunday, you and DAZ. So, you was part of Vortex as well, innit? Did you?
Nah.
No?
Nah, you know what happened? I left, and basically, cut a long story short, as I left, probably a few months after,
that's when that happened.
Was formed, but
okay.
Me and guys had a little covert mission still, to be honest, because I nearly got signed. Like, a lot of people know this by Island Records, who was responsible for Bob Marley. And, you get me? So I've gone to London. I've met MD, aka Bionic. He's part of the London posse. Like, man can do the Googles and that. Taking it there, but let's stay on the subject. Sorry. Nah, it's cool.
I see, I'm going back. I see.
He's reminding me himself of old lyrics and that. But
yeah, go ahead.
Basically, he had a tune with Rodney P. There was a group called London
Posse. Yeah, London Posse.
House Life in London.
Yeah, big got London man there.
Big Geezer is driving past on Perrott Street and he stopped me and I said I had a brethren named Triller as well from back in the day. He stopped us, he's looking for bud. So like, we ain't got bud, but we know people who probably smoke and can get them bud and that. So we've sorted this out and next thing you know, they're talking about MCing and about their work with Island Records and that. Yo, listen, I just started reeling off. Paid for my train tickets. I went to London, I was in the studio, bright lights, big city business. Like I've walked in on someone just being signed. I remember seeing bare champagne flutes and that. I'm thinking, wow, this is serious. This is mountains away from Smooth FM. So I thought I was gone, you know. But it never made me big-headed. I was probably more big-headed, when I was on Smooth, if I'm honest with you, because you know, it's like, you get a little ego when
you was the guy,
music.
bro.
But basically, we nearly got signed to that label there. But my guy was dropped and I was just like lower on the food chain because I'm only part of the guy that they're talking to you and I'm just part of your group. They're not even liaising with me.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So
that's how I was with Triller. So
one of them.
I used to go with Triller, but just talk to Triller, just looking past me like,
So basically,
no hatred though, because
that never happened.
And I don't mind. You get me? Yeah.
I know, cause we're clean-hearted, man.
Yeah, I don't mind.
That come up again, like that and next labels, that all fizzled out. But I took Daz with me.
Okay.
After I've been at once, that's what was the point I was
Big
trying
up
to get
DAZ,
to.
yeah,
I took him with
a
me.
legend, you know.
I've never always been about me, innit? I've been quite selfless over the years, but it's like, I don't know, the last few years, man, I've had to sharpen up
You've been so selfless here that it's been the detriment to your career,
yeah,
bro.
it has.
Way,
like, you know what, I have to take a second out to big up my woman, you know, because she's made me, like, realise, like, hold on, obviously I'm my own man and I know myself as well, and I've also held back a lot myself, but she's made me realise, like, your energy ain't for everybody, in a sense of like, not everyone deserves it. Do you know what I'm saying?
So it's mad you say that because that brings me on to the next thing anyway. So, Devilman. Devilman went Cardinal Newman.
Yeah, as well.
He's younger than you know.
He was the one I forgot to mention.
So, Devilman first got introduced to us at Heaven on Earth.
Yeah.
At Oakland's.
Yeah, mad dance.
Some things happen, we're not going to get into that side of things. Forget all that. The music side, Devilman was on that set.
Yeah.
Did you bring, because this is my, did you bring Devilman through? Not in a way, because Vader, I know you're a humble guy, and I know you're never going to say that you brought people through or whatever, but did you bring Devilman to that dance and say, yo, you can MC here? Like,
yeah, I've got a bar where I say, foot in the door, brought Devilman through, because, do you know
you
what?
You brought him through?
Do you know what? Devil.
See, I knew it.
Devil
See,
has gone on podcast.
See, look at me now, see, you're not looking at me. I'm telling you, I knew it. This is why I got better Christian.
Devil's gone on podcast. I'll tell you the whole story around that. All right then.
Vader brought Devilman into the game. Devil, you need to come and sit down here anyway. Because it's all love. Hey, nah, it's all love, man. Yeah. You need to come and sit down here anyway because we need to go for it. Devilman was the first man to bring us to majors, me and Triller and that. Okay. So I got love for Devilman anyway.
Man,
but
know that.
I'm saying, yeah, carry on because I knew it.
Right, this is what's happened. I'm a 5th year, he's a 1st year.
Yeah.
And then obviously I've left school, so by the time he's in about 2nd year, maybe even year 9, I'm on Smooth. I know my man can MC. I'm hearing about him and Rory at the time. Rory's going majors. He used to call himself, God bless, GB.
Which Rory? Footballer?
Tall
one?
Yeah.
Footballer, light skin one.
Used to live by
got brother Naya.
Yeah, Naya's the couple.
Yeah.
Naya used to play Little League.
Devil. Yeah, the dad was the manager.
Yeah.
Devil.
So,
Triller played for the dad's team.
See,
with Rory.
Small world.
And Naya played for my team, Cyprus Blues.
Yeah, I played for Fenton Flames.
Fenton Flames, Red One, Nestor played for them. And he left, Cyprus. Come on, man.
Mad.
Fred, come on, you know, it's
my
foundation.
Manager, Barry.
Barry, man. Yeah, Barry. And rest in peace, my manager, Clive, for Cyprus Blues.
Clive passed.
That's passed as well.
Errol's still all right, though.
Errol's all right.
He's Sutton Stars manager.
He needs He needs an award. We're going off topic. This man, Errol, needs an award from that. As you see, I swear, he needs an award from the council of government, for grassroots sports. Do you know how much footballers he's made go to the Premier League and stuff, bro? Like by nurturing him from when they're like 10, 8. Brother, Errol, but go on, V. Serious.
So where we at? The Devilman thing still in it?
Yeah.
So, we just see how the conversation spirals.
I know, because you know it is when
so much connected.
Because we're so people don't know. Really and truly, we could go deeper.
Yeah, it's
because we're very close. We've got very mutual friends. We're very few years, but carry on though. Carry on. Yeah.
All right, then I've took him on Smooth, and I weren't supposed to. I just took him. I got a call off Ganzi. Ganzi weren't very happy, man, because my man was talking some mad profanities on the mic and that, torture people like we're playing with toys, cover up their mouth so they don't make noise, all them mad talks and that. But I'm thinking, yo, this is sick. I've got my check the drama.
Like, wait, hold up, back a little bit, back a little bit. My uncle used to smoke crack a little bit, crack a little bit.
Yeah, them times. Obviously, I'm saying.
How can you say that?
Obviously, I'm saying check the drama, bear frights and hate.
No, but Devil went nuts, bro.
But my man's going like. He's going somewhere else, and like he's going to the dark side, innit? Nah, serious. So like Ganzi's phone me screwing.
He went mad.
Next thing you know, Ganzi's phoned me again within a matter of a couple of hours, saying, "Yo, the phone's going mental. Who's this kid?" Next thing you know, that's it.
Because it was cold.
And then he's just ran with it. I didn't have to do anything else. That was it. My man has made his own bones all the way. That's all I did. Get me? I took him to the water and he drank, fam.
And then you brought him to heaven on earth because that was I'm telling you.
I think he was booked, you know. He was booked, but that is because of what I've just told you.
All right,
so he's come there based on what I've just told you.
Because that heaven on earth set was mad. And you know what I mean? It was
God's on the high, I'm on the low.
God's on the high,
all that stuff there, like.
You shouldn't have done that, you know.
Yeah,
come on, you can't tell the Rastis. The Rast was in the crowd.
Yeah, it was back to back,
you see me? So, yeah. All right, then. So now, we're going to get onto this section now where we say, people don't understand. There was a scene back, because where I say there was a scene back then, even if you guys didn't recall, because what it was this. You do radio, you get booked for one of the dancers.
Yeah, bag of bookings.
Yeah. So now, we've got Planet Ice, 7-Eleven. We've got Slammer Jammer.
Yeah,
we've got
Screen.
Ultra's Madness.
Yeah,
we've got
Smalley,
Ultra My
Jenkins
Dog.
Street. Yeah.
And Skipper Dan.
Yeah.
The reason why I'm going to leave it at them dances because there was a lot more, but they were the main. Ultra was my brethren, so I was on the inside through Quaker and Nash. Big up them, man. Through them, they were OCC Outlaws.
Okay.
Skinny D and that. So through me linking through them,
obviously I got the link through to Butcher and Bear and Skipper, and I was around them, and I was on the inside of watching. They had all the dances. I was seeing what was and what the talks was. So I got to see Vader. Please give the people a little breakdown of, like, just of what it was like and the atmosphere and. Even the crowds, the bad boys, just give it the weed, just give. Remember what under 18s
you want the
as well.
essence, innit?
Just give it to them, bro, please, because I don't even understand.
The flyer for starters was some like Demon's Mouth Open, which is just some straight evil shit, and it was called Butcher's Madness, and it was Vader takes no prisoners, which means anybody in the city from far
Devil
and
done
wide,
one as well.
Yeah, Devil did one as well.
Legendary one.
Devil.
He done two.
I don't know who's.
He done two in Mini Sniper. Devil's was first, yours was second, and then Devil done one after.
Devil, yeah.
You done you class China. I know it. Come on,
Same
bro.
thing.
Come on.
So like, I've had this. He went to his school, innit? So he come for me now. And like, I was just on smoke with whoever came for me.
But don't get off topic though.
Yeah, but the dance.
The atmosphere the whole of these places.
It's just like, obviously,
these places.
For me, it's intriguing because I've just gone there to MC and I want to do my thing. Obviously, I want to maintain my title because they're putting my name in bright lights on the flyer. But it's moody in there then. Like, it's proper moody in there. If you're not built for it, you can't really be in that kind of place there because there's just like factions of guys just here, there, everywhere.
Like, rude boy, like...
I was all right. Not like, everyone liked me, but I was all right in it. I was just doing my thing.
Like, you get robbed, like, man are getting robbed in dances. Like, this don't happen now. Like, man are getting robbed in dances, fam. Yeah, for like £20, £5. This is big money back then. Like, their chain, their weed.
Yeah, what's happening?
Like, a man would take your drink off you. See you at the bar, buy you just brought a fresh drink and just take it, bro.
That's
like,
rough,
it was serious,
I've
fam.
never been on the receiving end of that energy, but it's like...
Me either, but...
He knows it was like that, innit?
It was like, I used to see, because I was around the guy what used to do that.
Yeah,
I was never one of them myself.
Yes.
Called out bully, but...
Yeah.
Brother.
I've seen it myself, man.
I got this picture in my head, I just remember, bro. 7-Eleven. I just remember one time, I just remember, and one thing I remember at UV, what I can say, is that you used to always have like the latest 110s and 120s and Versace coats and
I was on it,
bad boy like Stone Island hats and...
You know what I was doing?
You know what I mean? Like,
you know, just so the youths don't get misguided.
It was mad,
but
bro.
I was working though. I swear down, that's all I was doing. I was working, like the music.
I know that.
Back then I was getting a change from the dances, but you're talking like little 50 quid. I'm a kid, you know, like I'm young, I'm 17, 18.
Booking fees were £50, bro.
Change.
And not everyone got paid, because I remember...
some man would just to fill up the lineup.
I remember him being... Sorry, I don't mean to take over the podcast on me talk as Vader's thing, but I remember being in Butcher's yard, and he used to, like, when he's going through, like, the list of MCs and stuff, like, I'm not going to say who don't get paid, but I will say who did. Yeah. And he used to look under this and say, Brasco automatically gets paid, because the way he shuts down the place, when Brasco used to come out, the lights get dimmed.
He did a lot more dancing.
All the man and the galleys on the stage, come off the stage, please, come and eat it free, because it's Brasco, entertaining, innit? Yeah. So, and then, Vortex crew. Yeah. Because Daisy's a businessman. I know Daisy personally. Yeah, he wants his money. It's not no games. Everyone in his crew has to get paid. Yeah. But then Vader, because Vader's so talented, you get me? Like, just naturally we have to. He's the authentic, alright then. And Zola and Viper would get money because of, we're gonna get into that, because of, they were the sick blood. Yeah, cool. Like, they were coming to the dance at that point where, all right, it's getting a bit, what's going on here? And Zola and Vibe, and they were crazy, man. They were crazy. They were very crazy. That's a whole next story, what we're not going to get into, but right now, because I want them actually here, but we're going to work on it because we know, but yeah. But, so the atmosphere, and I just spoke about Zola and Viper. Let's get on to the next topic, because not in a bad way, but you've been in a lot of crews, Vader.
Yeah, happy now.
So, using...
Some MC slot.
And there's a stage where you're using bass developers. That was Zola and Viper's crew.
I'm going to do it as quick as possible. So, firstly, I worked in Vortex. Obviously, that was formed after. But me and Daz that was the original. It was the Vortex show. That's the point that I should have made, Yes. So, we was known as the Vortex show. But I wasn't actually Vortex crew. It sounds mad, doesn't it?
I get it.
But that's the honesty.
I know what it is.
Daz formed the crew.
I remember now,
It come off the back of the show, but you know how it goes, man. That was just like natural vibes. And then after that, Sixth Sense.
Yes, we're
with
gonna
Badness.
get into that.
I think I might have been BD first.
You was base developers
first.
before Six Sense.
Yeah, because what was going on, I was going at Wolves, and I was getting a bag of bookings
Yeah.
at Wolves.
And you was going to that
You used to
place
come up there as well, innit? I know you did.
in the alley. What's that club in
City
the
Bar,
alley?
City Bar.
And we used to go up the stairs.
City Bar,
And you used to shell it down.
Yeah, batter
And
it.
we used to take the metro up there.
Yeah, same.
And we used to take the metro there. Remember, we all together we used to link
Yeah.
you. We used to take the metro up there. People them. This is like 2001.
Yeah, right.
Probably even 99, 2000.
It's 2001.
2001,
On
yeah?
point, yeah.
So we used to link Vader, we used to get on the metro, we used to go up to this place up in Wolves, and we used to go up there and Vader used to shout. I'll never forget, we couldn't bring liquor in there. This is why I said not at the steamers, because you used to always have the steamers, and you used to say, yo, no, man, don't buy no liquor. You used to have and you used to pour us the steamers in there. Remember, where if you're 20 or 18 or 17 or whatever, we're 13 and 14, you get me?
Yeah.
And we're just gassed to be with Vader in his place in his spirit, and we can be with Vader, bro.
Yeah, and
You get me?
a big man up for the whole event.
I
That's how
remember-
it used to be.
That's what it used to be.
Once I spot you all out, I'm bigging you all up.
It's also like used to get us in the venues, bro.
come
And we used to
on,
be
bro.
behind the decks with you. And then this why I got to know people like Brasco, Ace One. I was lucky enough to be able to go back to school and say, yo, I was with Vader and I was with Brasco and I was with Ace One. And mates were like, brother, you're lying.
But the way these lot were moving is like we're not at school. That's just how because obviously it's an older man's playground, isn't it? What we
It's
were
different, fam.
That's the transition.
So
Obviously,
base
younger.
developers, you was in base developers.
Yeah, for a short time still. It was more because we veered off. I said about Wolves, that was the key word, and it took us elsewhere. But what happened, I was getting a lot of bookings up there in it, as I was saying, and I seen fit to invite them along, because I used to fuck with them, I used to get on with them, I'd guest show and that, and then next thing you know, I'm around them enough. So I just thought, you know what, all right then, man will join in. And then
Cause they were cold, V.
Yeah, that's it as well. Like,
you know what I mean?
I'm about skills and that, innit? And like at the time, them man were doing it, innit? So I'm saying like, my thing's serious, their thing's serious, let's just combine the powers. And then what happened, I think I ended up doing Elimination.
Yes, you did.
With, I got called, titled as Mental Mans.
But who was you in Elimination? So for the people that don't know, sorry, the people that are giving a look cool. Elimination was a dance, what Skipper held.
Yeah.
And it was basically, just clashing. You clash here and you get eliminated out of the rounds, you get me?
Yeah, but do you remember though, it weren't like, to be honest.
It didn't go to plan.
Nah, it weren't clashing though, because the way
It was.
It was in a way, yeah, but it's like.
Because the OCC Outlaws and Power Hill crew, that was a clash, bro. That was a clash, bro.
It was
personal.
I feel like we just did that set. That's how I felt. But now
You did a set.
Now I'm gonna show you what we did. Do you remember what I did?
Go on.
Who did I go on with?
Remind me.
Fam, I went on with Badness.
Yeah.
Because what happened now, I was put down as...
And Bulla.
Yeah, I think...
And Bulla the dog ears Nike hat on. You did. I remember. Yes. It's 100%.
But you see that dance? Imagine I'm put down as Mental Mans, which I think was me, Nutcracker, Ryder. I can't remember if GT was with us. Someone else was with us. But
Yes.
It was all political at the time because I was in BDs. So... It's mad. I just thought, you know what? I'm just going to roll with Badness.
I remember the
Base
day.
developers were on it as well.
I remember the day,
And I just did
fam.
a mad set, No one expected it in it because I was supposed to do...
You just done the set.
Yeah,
it was just
we
you,
kind of
Bulla,
mobbed it. We
and
weren't supposed
Badness
to.
on stage,
Yeah, that's
fam.
it.
I remember.
So
I'll never forget
that
it.
weren't
You're
part
right,
of the plan.
you know.
We just
At
changed
Lama
the plan round.
Sneaks.
And then if you do remember, it could get crazy at that dance.
I don't want to.
Yeah.
I'm not getting into
So
that. I am not getting into that.
Nah,
That is a mad thing.
The whole thing.
That was a mad
Yeah.
thing. And then,
just come
you know
back
what's
to
mad
me.
though? I remember you, Bulla, and Badness getting off at the end in that Fiesta thing.
Oh my God.
Because it was your madness.
it's gone,
Blood's
man.
all dripping down in the blood clot,
it's-
guttering up. But yeah, we're not going to get into them
It's
kind of
mad,
things,
but
car.
the
Yeah.
Only reason I mentioned
Not
that,
about
not
that.
to elaborate on no drama, is just to say, no, it just came to an end. But I
It
think
didn't
if,
finish
if
how
I'm
it meant to
honest, I
finish.
think low key was having it up the most.
Low key mashed up. They came out
Yeah,
all in
I've
white
got to
suits.
be honest.
Big up MDR, big up TG, all of them, KMD.
Yeah.
They came out in all them white overalls matching and the
Yeah.
blue ones and
They-
low key crew on
they
the
had it
back.
up the most.
Amnesia with the goggles and they went on mad.
Yeah, I think they had it up the
Those
most.
broken up
KMB and
people.
that, yeah.
Those broken up people. I think it was them and Power who was meant to be in the final. They didn't even get to go to that.
You know why they had it up the most? Because you see at the time, it's like, it's couple, say it's about a year or probably even 2 years after that whole wave you've talked about with me on Smooth and whatnot. So they've come on Passion and they were killing it still.
Stop.
Yeah, they were killing it.
Passion FM.
Yeah, Passion
The
FM.
Passion FM switch.
Yeah.
Because you know
Why
I'm
did I do
I'm
that?
saying that.
Yeah.
We're talking about that because that was a big thing for you. Because I remember there was beef over that.
Nah, it weren't so much that, I'll take you to that. But what happened is I left Smooth, and Ganzi was very respectful still. He didn't really mind. He's a good brother, innit? So, like, I felt bad because Smooth was my thing, but Smooth stopped being on.
And Passion was running
for a while.
We got Wiley.
So that's what it was, innit? Yeah, man.
Wiley and BB and BB and Wiley, BB and who else? Isaiah.
Yeah, them man there used to run it, innit?
Yeah,
So
big up them, man.
I went on there, and I was on there for a little while, and then I got the call up still for the Premier League. Now, I hear what I've had the rejection from the Premier League, innit?
Yeah.
Silk didn't want me on at first. Yeah. So I could have been a bit of a diva about it and said, nah, but it was the place to be, to be getting the proper bookings that I needed at the time. Yeah. Like these times, it's not even full on grime era, Grime's kind of still coming out. Sidewinder's just about booking Nasty Crew and them kind of people there. It's that time there. So when I've gone on Silk now, it was a bit of a problem because obviously, like, I've been on Passion. So they're not really happy about me going on Silk, and yeah, it weren't really the best at the time, but it blew over. Like, there's a little argument over that and whatnot. But I just persevered, man, and Silk, it helped me still to an extent, but then the whole thing kind of just slowed down, the pirate radio. Like, when Silk was off air, there was nowhere to go on.
No, but all right then, cool, but you say there's nowhere to go, but then you had an error, bro. On Sirius FM, we got Bomber now.
Sirius. And Ducky, rest in peace,
Ducky, rest in peace, Ducky.
Yeah.
R.I.P. for real, though.
Yeah, man. OG.
You understand? And big up Bomber. Now, that sounds mad.
Yeah, it's just different.
Pause for that.
Opening different
Pause for
ones.
Bomber. That sounds mad. You get me? But yeah, Sirius FM, 6 cents.
Yeah, 6 cents. Me and Badness. I missed. Not Mr. Rapper now.
Yeah.
There's another MC.
Yeah,
but
bro.
Madness, that was 6 though.
Dangerous.
6 cents. Shock off your ass like an electric.
6 cents.
Yeah, we was mad. We had some back-to-backs and that, like, we was on it, man. Me and Badness. That's when we used to sit down, like, in my mum's, on the table. He's over there, I'm over here. We're just writing on some menace thing. Like,
we're getting money in still.
Yeah, man. You have to get money on.
And then we got... there's a thing just after that, where, like, when Sidewinder's a big thing.
Yeah.
And Nasty Crew's mad. I think D-Double just left Nasty Crew. And he's just started New Generals. They're not calling themselves New Generals yet. It's just him and Footsie just doing their thing. I'll never forget. Yeah, big up them. C. Big up Footsie. C. Just big up Footsie. Yeah, people them and D-Double. Yeah, big up them as well. My people, big up them. Man. Big up them. You done a set, bro.
With Nasty?
No, it was you, Roland, D-Double and Footsie. Do you remember it?
Nah, it weren't just us,
Who else? Tell me, no. I'm just remembering you.
Yeah,
but
them,
it was a set.
Right.
It was on the Sidewinder. It was a Sidewinder pack here.
Yeah.
And you had a set what was done.
Yeah.
Like separately.
Yeah.
But bro.
Nah, that's right. But
at the time though, before I make you talk, it was I don't think people understand how big that was. Like, no Birmingham MC could ever get on them things.
Yeah, that set was my stuff.
You get what I'm trying to say? So they couldn't get on it. But we all knew that if anyone who needed to be on there, it was you. You get me?
Yeah.
And then you got on there.
Yeah, got on there.
And it went right, bro. If viral wasn't viral then, it wasn't called viral, but it was viral, you get me?
I didn't even realise myself because I'm just mad humble in it. So
so explain that.
I'm on to the next thing and the next thing.
Go for it, explain it. Tell me who's on there, how it come about.
How did I get the link? The link come through Roland? Roland was messing with like Mark Lambert, big up Mark Lambert, big up Paul Spruce. I messed with Paul Spruce when I was part of Sidewinder. And obviously I was around at the time where Lambert was around, but he was more in the background.
Mark Lambert?
Yeah. He's like the man for Sidewinder. It's his thing, innit? Obviously my friend Spruce worked very well with him over the years. So at the time now, Roland's working with Mark, and then they've contacted him and asked him to do a set or something like that. Roland's asked me to do the set. I'm saying with who? Nasty. Listen, I'm getting Nasty Crew tapes, I'm probably giving them to my cousins and that.
Serious?
I'm getting them from early when it's just Sharky and Stormy. There's nobody else in it. And then double joins. Man.
When you done the set though, this is the Kano D-Double era when
Kano was on the set. This I know. Kano, Storming, Armour.
This is when it was at their maddest, bro.
And Double and Footsie, as you said. So you weren't wrong, but it's just that Kano was there. And I spoke to Kano that day. Like, my man was cool still. Like, it was a good set, and that was back in like 2003.
Yeah.
So that's 20 years ago, fam.
Yeah.
Like, a long time ago.
Yeah. But bro, the set was epic, bro. You know what I mean? Huh?
Old school, fam.
Fam. And like people from Birmingham couldn't get on a set like that then.
No, it was just a manoeuvre in it. Roland just sorted it out still. We got Roland.
Like it's yeah, so sorry, I'm just trying to find something.
To dress back.
You know, I'm trying to find something of yours because this interview is different, you know. You know what I'm saying? I can do all this, you get me? So
Talk about them.
we get to fuck a deadline.
Oh my God! You know what's mad? I was just thinking in my head.
No,
yeah.
but why I'm reason why I'm on this phone.
I'm here in my head. Yeah, I'm just thinking to myself. Yeah, mixtapes. I need to talk about mixtapes.
So
I've
hold
got
on now,
16
yeah.
projects, man.
Listen.
Yeah, that's a lot of work. Man.
Yeah, but wait there. I'm trying to find
What are you drawing for?
my
I
tune.
can see the cover, you know.
So you might have to give me some help on this one right there.
We need some info on the tune.
Huh?
Some background.
Is it outside?
Popped outside?
Wait there.
All right, say.
Wait there.
Now, the secret to the answer is, he spoke to me about something earlier and he said, we're not going to go into that. That's what it is. That's the story of that. The second verse, anyway, but the first verse was actually something that happened outside my mum's house.
Okay.
So I weren't ever just saying anything to say
Yeah.
for attention. It was more like, I feel like I'm a messenger in this music thing.
Side.
Nothing but facts I have to say today.
Side. Side. Outside. Free black rides. Vader.
That's a real story, man.
Ride.
I was decided to drive, slipping. They could have left my head open wide.
Boxing Day.
Day after
Boxing Day.
Didn't know what to say. Real talk,
Do
fam.
not let me smash this glass table into pieces with my fist
Mad.
right now.
Mad.
Yeah?
No, that's just how it was. That's me, real spill that was. Very real spill, fam. Right, I was just saying it exactly how it was. That affected me.
Not let me go mad
instead
right
of
now. I'll
seeking,
mash up this whole setting.
instead of seeking any help or anything for the incident,
I see.
that was the vent. You know, you just have to let something out. That's what I did.
See?
This guy, you know.
You like that one there?
Fuck a deadline mixtape, bro.
No, that's a classic for bro.
Because what happened here was the local grime scene we had, kind of all the radio stations popped down, all the gang stuff, and
Pop down, yeah.
you know, from when certain things happened, incidents happened, it was over for everything. You get me?
That's what it was. Yeah.
And
I was gonna say earlier, but I didn't want to go into that.
Everyone else, yeah, out of this city, London, was making. They evolved onto making like mixed CDs and stuff and that.
Yeah,
and,
that's what was it.
But it wasn't happening here, bro.
No,
You get me?
I
But
just
then
set
two
pace,
things happened. Yeah. DE development.
Yeah.
Mixtape.
Yeah,
And fuck a deadline, bro.
around the same kind of time. San
Yeah,
Andreas.
it was the same time, bro. Yeah.
The same time.
And brother, it changed the whole landscape.
Everyone started doing
Yeah,
mixtapes.
because it made right then.
Everyone, it was gonna happen because we weren't the people that made mixtapes.
Yeah, but
because
no,
it happened
but
from
Vader,
America.
stop
but
being
we
too
set-
humble
No,
right
I'm not
now,
being
brother.
humble. We set
Do
it
you
in
what I
Brum.
said?
I'm saying we
it
set
changed
it
the
in Brum.
landscape. So I'm telling you now, yeah, this is it.
For Brum.
This is it. Because this is what we're seeing today. We're seeing out Miss dropped the album today. We got Missy dropped the album today.
Yeah.
This is the beginning of this shit.
Big him up.
This is the beginning of this shit.
Foundation, innit? That's what I say. I'm part of the foundation. You see
Brother,
that there? I just want to
don't
elaborate.
imagine
as
us.
well. Nah, listen though.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get it out there, bro.
Man made money off that mixtape.
This is
as well.
Birmingham. Understand how our city was built.
Yeah, that's true. It's all facts. And
Understand what you're seeing today and why what you're seeing in the city and out of the city is people like this. Just know yourself.
let me
and
show
that's
them.
it.
Though. You see, like business-wise, I ain't been greatest musically because I've been so musical. But hear what it is then. You see that mixtape? That made me some good money, you know. Like,
I could imagine. Because in Tempest, we were selling out.
Sale or returning it. So basically, you get your money when the mixtapes are sold. They were phoning me quite regular. And I'm not going to lie to you, man. Like, I made bags off that mixtape and the low number ones as well. But what I will say, it was never in one sum. It was just like back and forth, you know what I'm saying? I didn't even think about saving shit them days. I was just...
No, of course, we were young, man.
I did all that myself, like guillotine, like printed burnt the CDs, obviously paid for all the studio and that from Major to rest in peace Major.
Yeah, we're gonna get into Major. No, we're gonna get into a whole. No, just cool. Baby. We're gonna get there.
Big up. We're
gonna get there. V.
What's his name again, man? From Sam Sharp. He used to work in Sam Sharp. He works in Apostles now. Spock.
And we got Brett Maverick.
See Spock, fam. I went Spock's in about 2002. Yeah.
Yeah, Spock's been around from them, man.
Spock is a genius.
Spock's been around, man. He's a genius, man. He's been around from early, man.
Deserves his flowers, man. I see him working at Apostles and that, and I appreciate it.
He's been around from early.
Yeah, he's a proper OG in this thing for the Wolverhampton region. Obviously for the Midlands across the board, innit? But
full stop. And all genres.
He can sing bad as well.
Yeah. Everything.
Yeah, man.
So then, Midlands Mafia. Yeah. Because what it is with V, why we're going quick? Cause this is the journey. You get me?
Mafia.
Midlands Mafia.
Yeah, man. Beloved Midlands Mafia, man.
Like, legendary. Midlands
Mafia. That's something I keep in my heart. You get
too
me, like,
cold for us. Yeah. So who was in Midlands Mafia?
Mafia, obviously, Ryder, Nutcracker, Shade One. Shade One was a big part of it.
Yeah, big Shade One.
Shade One was probably like he thought of how to. I don't know, like
Shade One had the vision.
Yeah,
like the GT in there.
Yeah, GT was with us, man.
Ryder, RD.
Yes, I've already said Ryder. Obviously, RD, MNT.
Yes.
LC from Leicester as well. Total.
Yes.
Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
Brady.
Pepper.
Yeah. Pepper's still about, man. Pepper's still DJing and that. Yeah. Pepper's sick, man.
Pepper.
He was like proper sick DJ.
He was like a
different,
like a iconic, like a slimsy kind of geezer.
He was a mess.
He was. Him and Macca had a 2 till 4 show.
Yeah, before the Vortex show.
Oh my days.
Yeah, that was a problem.
Because Pepper was involved with the same agency as GT with the Heartless Crew thing.
Yeah.
They had the early press. So he used to get the press what like Easy and that would have before anyone.
He was driving to London to get it, man. He weren't just getting
in the VR6, bro. He was driving to London. Bro, in the VR6. You don't know about Pepper.
I know about Pepper. The yellow covers and that.
I know about Pepper.
Sick, man.
Them man, they aren't skippering that. I know about Pepper, man.
Yeah, man. Pepper was fully on it, man.
Pepper was on it.
But yeah, I think I mentioned the whole. That was it.
Camp.
Man. Yeah, I think I mentioned the whole camp.
Too cold for the road.
I don't think I missed anyone. That was GT's thing. Too cold for the road. That was something that he set up, like a set, and like Mafia was on it every time. I wasn't on every volume, but I was on about a good 4 of them still. One of my favourite ones was the one with me, Devil, Deadly, and LC. I think it was 4 in.
Absolutely crazy.
Yeah, that was fucked. That one was
mad. Deadly's little kid. Just going on mad.
Yeah, it was
why I like Deadly, because it's why we kept up with
he held it off still. Done his thing. Like, endurance-wise is there. You get me?
Endurance-wise,
It's just there. Just the whole set. Everyone had to, and it was one of them. Like, but it's like the guys that are on the set. It's not a thing to none of us. So we could do that whole set again. We can rotate again, but then we rotated enough, and that's what everybody got. Do you get what I'm saying? We had so much lyrics. We could have done that again, but we just did it, and it came out. Everyone loved it as it was. Mad.
V, man, this is the most, man. So I'm trying to move forward too quickly, but I think we got Sidewinder.
It's nice.
Was it SRE?
You're on the right path.
I'm on the right path. So SRE, innit? Sidewinder Raw Entertainment. So you signed. Was you signed to them? That label? It was a label. SRE, innit?
Yeah, technically, like what happened is after I left Midlands Mafia, I was just solo in it, and I was working with a lot of the other artists that are coming up then.
Why did you leave Mafia?
Back then,
big up C.
I left Mafia, because large up C for every single time. That's a good question, man. I left Mafia because I kind of just wanted to do my own thing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Because it was never really a crew. It was always individuals who could stand on their own. Just made a collective at the time because it was relevant. It was needed at the time, I think.
Yeah, it was sick. And like obviously to this day, man, I was MCing with Ryder the other day in PST, and it was sick. I was just watching him, because he's someone that used to MC when I was MCing. You get what I'm saying? Like back then. So it's sick to see him doing it now. Because I know I'm doing it now. Not everyone is from them. and I respect it because everyone's life's different. And not to say I'm the most active like that, but I've still got the powers, and like it's a good skill to have. I'm bored. But where was we? What was we saying about
So why you live Mafia? So yeah. So you want to do your own thing? So yeah, about that.
Yeah, so I just wanted to do my own thing. Like, at the time I was working with a lot of other Birmingham artists, and like the man just wanted me to be doing what they was doing at the time. And because I branched out a bit, I felt like, not like I was taking a piss, you know, 'cause I can do what I want to do in it, but I just needed to do it in my own space. I can't be situated over here, then working with this person, that person, and that person. I think it was, you know, the whole new wave of the scene. I was embracing that without even knowing. Because obviously DJ Blizzard, big him up, he put me on to Leisha. Okay. And like I've heard her and I'm thinking, how is this girl spitting bars like mad like me? You know, like what you use, like I just doing there. When you're saying that about, I'm hearing stuff and I'm thinking, what the certain man are not saying stuff like this. I need to do a set with her. I'm doing a set. And like she's making me work in it. So I'm thinking, do you know what, yeah? This is the new wave now, innit? And that's when I started to realise like bare MCs are coming out them times. It's a different wave from the first wave in it, the smooth wave and that. So that's when I realised, raw.
Some people like me started coming.
Yeah, even yourself. I'm gonna go on. Yeah, I had that in my head. Triller, my cousins and that. Like it's that time, innit?
We was moving mad.
Yeah, it's that time. The Messi organisation.
I have to say it, yeah, it was moving mad.
Little missing that.
People don't want to say it, but
Who was your
I'm
DJ?
gonna say it. Yeah, it was moving mad.
What was your DJ?
Psycho from the Woods.
Yeah, I know him. I used to do sets with him sometimes.
Yeah, bro.
As well.
Listen,
Yeah.
he was cold.
And obviously Psycho was
people
in
didn't realise
Riders,
how
innit?
mad he was.
Yeah.
Yes, his little brother.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Psycho and the Riders, the DJ was his little brother.
Yeah, I know.
And then they say so. And then we had all kind of other man, like we had like, you know, like we had the other Blizzard, like you know, Hazard crew, like Hydro.
Yeah, I remember Hydro.
SY and all that.
Yeah.
So we had different DJs coming through. Like Messi organisation was serious, bro. Like
Yeah, I remember, man.
we had like people used to want to be attached to us.
I seen a promo CD from early.
With a
I
gold
remember.
CD
yeah,
with a
yeah, I
sticker.
remember that. Yeah.
He was one of the first people to do that. No one was doing mixtapes then. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I probably seen you, South and Devil. That's where
What
we got
you're talking
inspiration from.
that era, like no one ain't.
Nah.
Yeah.
So we got inspiration from yourself and Devil.
Yeah.
Like I said, Devil brought us two majors. Rest in peace, Major. And from there, we made the CD and AV. They brought us there, and we was doing, and we got to, and we was inspired totally by what Vortex was doing, making dub plates, Unpredictable, all them songs. All, you know what I'm saying?
I know about all them tunes.
Yeah, fuck it, they like all that. So we was like, all right then, cool. We need to be like this because this is how you know what I'm saying? We're trying to evolve, we're trying to be different until we got ourselves, bro, like I said, Def Jam UK, we got ourselves into like label deals and stuff. Like it was a serious thing, you get me? But it ain't about us now, it's about you.
Yeah,
so, all right, cool, you do your own thing. Sidewinder Raw now.
Yeah. So, what's the same about Sidewinder?
The label.
Yeah, I was touching on that, but obviously we went.
We went left, but yeah, see, give the good question. So yeah, go on.
So basically with Sidewinder, I did a set with Big Mikey, big him up every single time, Deadly and Devilman, and that was on Sidewinder Raw Volume 1.
Okay.
And like everyone was on that.
And the pack was mad,
like,
so
everyone like
skep to everyone.
Yeah.
Anyone you think's big is there.
Flair and all that. The movie.
Everybody.
Alright, so if we got voted the best set.
Yeah.
No games.
Remember that.
Everyone's on
yeah,
there. So
yeah, I remember
we're
that.
thinking, alright, then they finally. We know what we're about, but sometimes you need a bit of recognition in this music thing, innit? So that gave us a bit of drive, and the reward for that really weren't like no cash prize or nothing, but we got asked to do a set at the Sidewinder dance in Cambridge. You know, I didn't really pull up at Cambridge much, so it was a mad one. It was in a big, massive place. Yeah. You probably know it for.
Who was there already? Me and Triller was there.
Yeah, Nasty Jack clashed.
Me and Triller was there.
He was in
Triller's
Cambridge.
on the set. I never speak. Triller spat. He did.
Is that the same one with
Nasty Jack and Wild that was there. Skepta that come out in the long coat with Big H and that. And then Nasty Jack come out and tried to interrupt, and then Triller jumped on the set with you and Mayhem and Deadly was on. I never jumped on the set, I stayed in the crowd. Yeah. I remember it. Just before I went in jail. 06.
That's it. That's what we done. So then I've done that. Then I've done the next booking forum at Swindon. That was crazy as well.
Doing our rooms.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was a mad set. It was me, Badness, Ace, Mayhem. I'm sure Deadly was on the set as well. The set was crazy still. That's one of like the maddest rave sets I've done. And then after that, it's kind of like I'm hearing about this SRE thing, Sidewinder Raw Entertainment. Obviously, you had them Higher Stakes guys in there. Big up my Virgin Flex, Savage, the rest of the Higher Stakes, man.
Yeah, big up them.
Yeah, they was like part of it as well. You had Jedi, he used to sing, you know, Jenai.
Yeah.
Jenai's about.
I know.
Big on my Virgin
I remember
Jenai.
the whole SRE family.
Yeah, so the whole SRE thing came about, and I just thought, I seen it fit to join in it, because, like, it wasn't a crew. It was just
a collective?
Like it was a collective thing.
Of talented people, yeah, and you had good backactive and funding behind it, and people who could take it when you said,
I'm not gonna lie, still, at first when I joined, I'm just thinking, like, the elevation it gave Dizzy at the start, like that Sidewinder set. Obviously, it weren't that what took
The one
Dizzy
with
to
Wiley.
the forefront, but that kind of
2002.
I knew about Dizzy before that set because I had Nasty Crew.
Yeah,
sets.
so did I.
Same time, that set made everyone nationwide.
No,
before he was in
the
charts,
Slimzy one on his own.
Yeah, that set there.
On the 2002 Sidewinder Raw pack, yeah.
That was it, man.
Is the whole game changer of the whole game. That's when the game spirals.
Solidified.
Like, and this is why I get when Dizzy says, yeah, so I take up a chat when Dizzy says, yeah, that he's the, when they say Wild's the Godfather, he is, but Dizzy is too, because
he's one of them, man.
Is the whole, I can't explain it, man, but carry on, though, Vader. It's just different. Go on, though, yeah.
Where was I? What was you saying now?
Sidewinder, so you're saying that the Dizzy thing give you the influence. When you seen that, that's what made you say, wait there.
That just made me think, yeah, this could be interesting. Look what they've done, the elevation they gave Dizzy. So, but remember, you know, I always say this, and I say this to my brother who ran it, yeah, big up Spruce. Like, that was the record label, yeah? Sidewinder, the rave, is the rave. So it's like, say Coca-Cola make crisps now. I know it's in the same field, yeah, the rave and the label, but everyone's not gonna probably gel towards the crisps. They're probably just gonna want to drink the drink. So with us being a label, like everyone knows Sidewinder for raving. So like obviously, so it's not really. And plus we're from the Midlands and that as well. So it's not really.
It's not kicking off.
Yeah, and it's just like it's just there, and obviously power's within what we're doing, like musically and all that stuff. But it's just not on everyone's like lips like that. So Sidewinder's just kind of more perceived as a rave, and like moving forward with that, like I can't even say I ever left it. You know, it's just it kind of just died down, like. And that's probably about, I don't know, like 20.
It naturally took its course.
Yeah, naturally just took its course. And Sidewinder never died out, because big up Spruce and Lambert every time. What they've done now, like, that is like, it's more like a franchise thing.
Big.
You get me? It's still massive.
Because
like, but
Chris Hogg and Zanti took it over.
But them man are still eating dinner.
Of course, yeah. Because
it's
everybody.
just like a franchise.
Chris Hogg and Zanti, obviously, you know,
they're
Triller, so they're my people, so I know that they backed the whole Triller campaign. So, all right then. So then we get onto the Lady Leisha stage, because after that Lady Leisha.
Yeah.
So how did that come about? How do you
because you got the timeline right, you know.
Vader.
You got the timeline right still. It's mad because, all right, and when I'm on Sidewinder, that's when I've met Leisha. I've already said earlier on the podcast, I met Leisha through Blizzard. So we've done the sets and all that, and then what come about was another Sidewinder Raw pack. After I've done that set with Mikey and Devil and Deadly, obviously we've got a bit of notoriety in it. They know who I am and that, and I can kind of pull a few strings here and there. So I'm saying, yo, Spruce, there's this girl, you know, she's sick. We've done a set now. The first one, he weren't feeling it, you know. He's saying, no, I think you need to do this and that. Not change up lyrics and that, but it just vibe kind of check. And then we did it again. And probably even again, because we weren't happy with the second one. And then boom, third time lucky, we done the set. That got put on, I think, Raw Volume 2 or 3. And then because that set got rated, we ended up doing another one with War Rico, Jar Digger, a couple next people was on it as well, probably. I think even Zilla was on there, but yeah, like big old Nottingham man, them, yeah, for real, man. So yeah, Leisha came through doing that, and then we just kind of got close doing tunes and stuff, and it obviously we made on Leisha. Before we even did the Sidewinder set, we made that and it, and like.
Was that a mixtape?
Nah, that was just a tune.
A tune.
Just a tune that we done in it. Yeah, I was just kind of basically on the hook, bigging her up in it, car. I thought she was hard, and that's when we done the back-to-back thing. Like, I done 4 bars, she done 4 bars, then 8 bars. That tune was out there still. And I just rated her thing, man. I thought she was sick. I was just trying to empower her, and this is kind of part of me wanting to not just think about me, but it comes from earlier. Because even though, like, let's go back to when I was doing that thing with the London guys, Daz was already his own person doing his music. He's getting bookings before me. But when I was going London, when I knew I could probably have a chance of bringing someone else, I couldn't help but do that. You get me? So as I'm coming through, you know, all these errors that you talk, eras, I keep saying errors, what you're talking about, yeah. Basically, yeah, I've always thought of other people as well. And like, it's mad, you know. I don't know why I never just thought Vader, but people probably look at you as an MC and think that's what you do, but I don't know, man. I just heard this from over there and I thought, like, do you know what, if I can help out in this region. And like, I'm not really the same today because I ain't got the time to be doing all that, and I reflect and I'm happy for how I've done it across the years, but it's definitely me time now. It's about me and me musically and me and my family aside of music, but like, I think I've done all that for a reason. It's mad, the reasoning. Okay. I did it for a reason. Like, I seen the talent and I seen people fighting her thing down at the start. Like, you know what? Who's this girl? Look what she done. She surpassed most of us with what she did. Do you know what I mean? She's a fine example of an artist from the city. So I take my hat off to her, man. Big up Lady Alicia every time. And she's real with it as well. Like, she don't forget where she comes from and that. So
she's good people. She's misunderstood.
Yeah. Trust me.
That's what I'll say. She's misunderstood.
Because she's on the clean side of it.
I'd love to have her on here.
You'll get her on
that's
here.
Eventually in time.
You'll get her on here when she's ready to talk. Man.
She's proper. Big up her. All I can say is big up. All I can say is big her up. Big up her.
But yeah, she kind of, what happened there, we'd never, obviously she's over there, I'm over here doing what I'm doing. I don't speak to her as regular no more, but she had to fly, man. You know what I'm saying? She had to fly. Like, even when I started Invasion, she was a part of that. It's mad at the start. So, yeah.
That's Christian.
Is that where you're going?
How and what made you start Invasion?
Simple. I was in Sidewinder, SRE, and I was going to mention this then, but I would have flew too far to your question after your question. So basically, Flex and that, yeah. Flex is like family. I love him to this day, but my man wanted me to join High Rise, which is like a faction of Higher Stakes, like the bigger version, where it's a movement. Because when I made Invasion, I wasn't thinking about no Roll Deep thing, like 5 man. I'm thinking about that crew there, that departments to this thing. So, alright, safe. Because they wanted me to join High Rise, like, before that, I'm already thinking I need my own movement. I can't join nothing. And then they tempted me because I had love for all of them, but then I thought, do you know what? My own movement really needs to start. I ain't got a name. I've got a rough idea of who I involve. Obviously, Leisha, whoever else was in mind, live and direct, YTM and all that. And then I thought, you know what? I'm going to start it. And I did a freestyle here. And you know that tune? Sing For Me. Get Some Rookie.
Okay, yeah.
Like, safe. The instrumental was out before Sing For Me got made. Sing For Me sounds more enhanced, like they've added different sounds and that. You see that beat was floating around.
I didn't know.
Yeah, like it was on a white label. It's funny still, 'cause I'd rather the gal tune on it. Mad thing. But yeah. Yeah. And then
yeah, go on.
On the outro of that now, I've said, yeah, Invasion Alert. I said that on my outro and I thought, rah, check out the DES now, because that's a bit selfish. You can't call the crew after the one man. You get me, like the Tornadoes, the C4s. You can't do that. So I said Invasion Alert. And then I started saying it, because my way of saying it was Invasion Alert, Invasion Alert. They managed to say it different to me. Like, Invasion Alert, that was their way. You get me? But when that was the sign, and I just heard sirens in my head, and I thought, you know what, that's the name of my crew, you know. Not crew. Collective, yeah. And then I just recruited on it. Like, obviously there was Live and Direct, which was Haz, Zilla, Grim, DJ Smirky, Kazi. Grim was sick, man. Yeah, Grim.
Cold. Similar day still.
Grim's cold, man. Like, my man's got a different vibe and that stuff. But
different.
Then I had YTM, which was like Shatter, Giggler, Puzzler. Them man was sick. Them man were from like more by like Shard End and Lee Village. But I was just trying to empower people from all over the city, and obviously Daps and Tazzle were part of it as well. But it's mad, 'cause when they joined, I thought there was like a duo thing in it. But they both like let me know, like, we spit together and that, but
no. But there wasn't a crew before.
Yeah, EOG, innit? Yeah, I remember
there
still.
There wasn't a crew.
So I just thought, from the back of EOG, I know about all that through Zilla and that, because he showed me that whole situation, but I'm thinking Dave was just coming as like a 2-man thing, but it weren't that. Obviously Hits, Mystery, bare people, man. Who else? This is the start, you know. This is the start, C-Dash. Obviously we're going to go on to it because we added members. Nah, but them that come after, Like JK
I
come
know,
after.
they're later members.
Yeah, because the original thing, Hitman said it on here. We had that big set. Like there weren't so many people there at the time. Like not every single member that you seen in Invasion was at that set, but there was a lot of people that came in, and then other people joined after soon, like JK, D2 and whatnot, and then a lot of people got cut short because it was just a thing. Like it was too much weight to hold in it. I was trying to have like divisions. Like we're not to say anybody can't come to the forefront, but you know who the top kind of rank are in it, and like, but usually like a still part. But it never really worked out like that. I was trying to manage too much, and if I'm honest, like I'm not a manager. I manage my own situations through life and get through. That's why I'm still here standing. But to manage a whole bunch of man, there's about probably 12 man, 13 man when it like narrowed down. It weren't really, it couldn't have been in my best interest at the time because I was doing what I was doing to provide and whatnot, and sorry about that.
No, all right.
Slap with a drink, but I was doing what I was doing, best to provide and all that, and I weren't really the managerial guy. But obviously, you seen how the Invasion thing turned out. This man went that way, that man went that way, and big up to I speak to every single member to this day, not on a regular basis, but we're all just
you're
like,
good at your own, man. They got respect for him. They know where they brought. They know where you. What you done for them, where you brought.
Yeah, it's manners from everybody. Yeah, definitely. Likewise.
All right, so. Right. As people know, that's my friend Bomber.
Yeah, rest in peace to Bomber B. That is a very sad one, man. I reached out to Big Dog Yogo to send my condolences because that's the closest person I know to him. So, yeah, that is a very sad one. Carry on, fam.
I don't need to touch on the subject.
I know where it's going, man.
Too much, but when I go around his family's mum, and I always say we're gonna make it an issue to make it aware that people need to get themselves checked out the son of normal.
Yeah.
You know, you never know.
Yeah, of course.
And obviously, you went through a situation. We had a brain hemorrhage similar to my had an aneurysm, similar, but obviously, thank the Lord that you got through it and that you made it through. You get me?
Yeah, that's when I heard that news, man. Once again, rest in peace to Bomber B. Sending condolences to his family, man. Like,
yeah,
that was very sad news, and obviously I kind of heard that myself as well. I don't really like to listen to hearsay, but I didn't consider it as that because it came from a reliable source.
Yeah, no, of course, man. No, your family, so it's different. Yeah.
I heard and I thought again, once again, because every day, like I don't think about that incident every day.
Yeah, of course.
I think I'm lucky at a lot of times. Like it's been,
and that's why I bring it up because
13
it's
years
awareness. Yeah.
13 years. Like
happy for your family. You get me?
Thank you, fam.
Because you get what I'm saying to you, and even that the way you had a brain image and that, and you can still spit, bro, and everything.
It's my job.
Do you know what I mean?
I'm obviously, they said to me,
Lord,
if you want the truth, yeah,
trust me.
there's only 25% of people
it's a small percentage,
come out
bro,
unscathed, and God, like willing, I was part of that 25%. Like, don't get me wrong, it's affecting me in little ways, but that I dare to say that when the man's just said what he said to you. Like, obviously, I just have to give thanks. However I came out, I still have to consider it as unscathed. Like I went through, they checked me for about 4 years after, just to see if everything was all right. Because with me now, they put like 2 metal coils in. Got my blood vessels burst.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, that's what happened, and they put 2 metal coils in to keep them together. And like, to be honest with you, like it was. I'm not gonna sit here and say when I was in hospital, it was like horrific. The first few days were very like I didn't know what's happening, but as you should know, when you're faced with that deep challenge, whatever it is, you have no choice but to face it. So I didn't even look at any of the situation. I couldn't run from it. What was I could do? I was in the bed and I couldn't do anything. When they asked me certain questions like, "Oh, we're gonna operate, but we don't know if you'll wake up," I have no choice but to say operate. I can't dilly-dally or like, you know what I mean? And with a small situation, I might think, Yeah, actually, I did that. I never had no time for that. So I did that. That happened to me at Heartlands Hospital. I woke up in QE, and they put them clothes in what I mentioned, and it was mad. Give thanks I'm here, but like loads of people came to the hospital at the time. Like Major was there. My mum had to slow it down after a couple of days because it was a bit too much. But it's crazy. Someone come to see me and like they were standing over me, looking all shocked and stuff. And you know, it probably sounds bad, you know, but I said bars to them. They looked so sad. And then like I said bars to them, you know, and it's probably a wild thing to do.
No, because I see you are.
Yeah, but just to show them my brain's wired.
Because I see you are.
They kind of looked at me like, what are you doing, man? Chill out. And like, I didn't need to be MCing my head off, but I was just laid back and I said it. And that was just me saying I'm okay. And slowly but surely, I spent a month in the hospital and I healed up. But all I can say, like one word, I'm lucky, man. Once again, like my heart and condolences goes out to.
Trust me.
I do trust in it, fam. Cause I'm telling
Trust me, bro.
Yeah.
Lord, bro.
Yeah, I'm telling you, he was watching over me,
bro.
I wasn't meant to go.
It's not luck, bro. It's never luck, trust me. But yeah.
I hear that.
R.I.P. Brahma B.
Yeah, man. Rest in peace, man.
You know what I mean? And then
that was.
we're going to get on to Major Vomit Productions, bro.
Oh, that one hurt me, man. It hurts me to this day. Obviously, you have to get on and hold a face for it. But I love that, man. I love his family, like, to this day.
Yeah, I love him too. So.
Yeah, man, I know you do.
Yeah,
you come from the school of Majors.
Yeah, I love him still.
Like, I knew we was gonna.
I love Major.
I had that line for you when we couldn't do it because I know. Come on, fam. I done your thing for you there. On the project there, innit? I done that there, and you done your bit there. So yeah, that man, he was like a mentor and a guide for a lot of us. Like, I met him when I was about 18, and like he's a man. I've said before. He didn't mince about. Like, once you was on a level with him, you just have a level-headed conversation.
You have to break that barrier.
Yeah, you break the barrier with him, innit?
Getting on that level with him. At first, he would seem a bit like, but then you see, once he knows that, this is what we're, and he gets you, and it's absolutely the relationship, fam.
He's got certain
He'll
things.
bring the best out of him.
Yeah, certain things he'll say to you as well. He'll speak to you. He'll talk to you
away
anything.
from music, though.
Yeah, he'll talk about anything. You tell him you got a problem, he's sharing his version of events, and like he's just an ear for you as well. He's a very good man. Like I love him.
I just couldn't believe it. I spoke to him just before I got out here, and I thought I was gonna come out and just get back on track with him. I'll be honest with you, bro. It's a big part of the reason why I don't do music, why I ain't made music in that, because I don't feel like I can't.
It's only since, like, because of current events, I've been able to learn how to do it myself, which we'll get onto after. But with Major passing away, like, that left a hole in the Birmingham, like, music community. I'll be honest with you, like, definitely left a hole. There was a lot of people that used to go there. I'd see them, like, passing ships from younger generation artists to men that are still singing their older reggae tunes and that. Like,
even if you never go there, like, that was your recording studio, you've been there. Even if a man brought you to do a feature for them, so you've been there. You know what I mean?
Man. So, like,
say,
like, rest in peace,
Rest in peace, Mage, man. Rest in peace, Mage. You get me?
Tanisha, we got Ren.
Yep, all of them,
Stranger. We got Kane, even, like Anna. We got all the family, man. Nothing but love for you, man. Serious.
Yeah. So, Vade's fatherhood, man.
Oh, it's the best, man.
Because you become a father recently.
Fam, listen. Like, anything I've just spoke about, I know it's so good and solid and heavy and sick. Like, none of that compares to what that's done for me. Like, I swear. And it's just a joy, man. Like, he's a happy boy, you know. Like, not to say if he wasn't happy, like, still love him the same way, but he's just brought a new light to my life, man. And, like, I just want to spend as much time as I can with him. Like, his mum's a real good soul as well, like, pure. And, like, I couldn't wish for a better woman to have a child with. You know,
I'll be honest with you. You sing, you look, everything, your presence. Yeah. You're in a good place, bro.
Thank you, bro. I feel like
you where you need to be.
It's took me time to get there.
It doesn't matter.
But I feel
it's
like
life. It's a journey.
It's a journey.
It all happens at different times for everybody. You right now, you where you need to be right now.
Yeah, thank you, bro.
I'll be honest with you. I can see. That. I even was looking at you.
Man. I appreciate that, bro.
Vader,
I feel good, bro. I can't lie.
No, I believe you.
Like,
I actually believe you.
Bro, I feel good.
Actually believe you.
Yeah, I do. Like, that's what
I
I wanted to project today.
It's real.
Good. Like,
nah, man. Yeah, the people
good,
need to know.
Life is good.
And they need to know because you've been through a lot of stuff, and for you to be here today, sitting on the table saying you feel
genuinely feeling good, bro. It goes to show, bro. Don't matter what's going on, fam. You gotta keep pushing, fam.
Yeah, man. Thank you, fam.
I keep pushing.
You. It's good to just have a real son and just like embrace him and you know what I mean. Like there's nothing compared. You know already. Yeah, I know you're a father already, so it's a pleasurable journey. And I'm just starting it. So yeah, onwards and upwards, man.
Good,
yeah.
Wicked. I'm gonna come to a close, but this takes a mad time because Oxygen Rooms is a very, very pinnacle place. Sick. And a place where we all came up and we all done stuff.
Sick.
And you've done a job there, bro.
Yeah, I am.
So how did that come back before we close? How did that come to the people then?
What's happened, I've been doing bouts of youth work from as early as, say, 2012. Working with my brother Morgan. He used to run Super Tracks. I'm sure you remember that from back in the day.
Yeah,
and Jam Radio. So I was doing stuff with him all over, like South, Birmingham, Sparkbrook, and that. It's always been something that I've had under my belt. But then, like, life took over, doing warehouse work, this and that, stopped doing youth work. Then I got back into it. Like, around 2020, I've started to just engage and do a few things. After lockdown and that, when things were a bit mad, I've started working with the Lighthouse. I did a bit of work with the Lighthouse where it was outreach. And it was all right for the time, you know, but I knew it wasn't really what I was meant to be doing because I'm more like engaging and one-to-one. Then Ness, big up my cousin, he runs.
Because he does the youth working thing, big up Ness,
Empire, the youth work organisation and the accommodations.
My brother.
He's doing his stuff, man. He's really good at
it. Yeah,
it.
he's good at it, man. My brother, man. My brother gives a lot of people jobs as well. Go on, no.
We got Cade as well. I did a whole project with them where they're doing t-shirt making. So you got Cade, he's sick, man, a young designer. Like he was making logos for the youths. The youths would talk about what they wanted. He'd do that. Then I'd do my bit, helping them press the t-shirts as well. Doing a bit of lyrics here and there. And that kind of like, it came to an end because my cousin never had as much hours for me to do with like what I wanted to do in the mentoring. There was more support work on offer. Okay. But then I didn't really want to do support work because I'm trying to engage.
You want to indulge more and make a change more. Support work's more on the surface base. I get
Yeah, that's it. So like these opportunities come about. We got Urban Monk, man. Like
we got Urban.
Yeah. On a side note,
we're gonna get up here, don't worry.
Go and check the album out. I know I'm going off, but go and check the album out. Them Panic, It's not out. It's come out 2 years ago.
That's mad though, man.
It's a great body of work.
It's you and a couple of people on there. That's a collaboration. It's mad.
RM, Big Dog Yogo, all sorts. But check that out on a side note. But anyway, we're veering off and I'm getting back on the track. So basically, Urban's contacted me saying you'd be good for the job. And I already know my manager because he works there. Like Ian is a good guy. Like he's been working there. You know his face because he used to go Oxygen Room. When I've gone there,
the little one with the border.
Nah, he's moved. He's the taller guy. Okay. He's the taller guy. But basically, I've always had manners when I went there. So even that little note, he remembered it. So I've gone there for not like an interview, but like an informal one, where he's kind of just gone and told me what the job entails and what he needs from me, this and that. So I'm thinking, all right, this sounds like official. I could do this, you know, I could handle it. It's not too above board. It's something I can do. I know about like the writing the notes and that on how the sessions go and stuff like that because I've done it previously with my cousin. I've applied for the job, and a lot of people with degrees and all sorts of music experience was up for the job, and I managed to get the job. And like the mad thing is, thank you, bro. The maddest thing, I was so tired when I went for my interview. I've said this to my manager after, and like, I've done really well. I got through it. Like, it's just natural. You know, like how this podcast been.
You deserve it, bro. You deserve more.
I've done that, and like that day, it's not me pushing my music to the forefront, but I'm helping the young people.
You're helping the youth, bro. And generations.
Like, it's the young offenders that I work with. Let's not go aside of that. Like, it's the youth offending service that I'm working with as well. I'm helping these young people when they're on their orders and that, and like they love it. I love it. It's an enjoyable process. It's priceless. It's rewarding in different ways. Obviously, I get paid to do it, but it's so rewarding. So it's a nice process, and it's a big circle that I've done because I used to go there and pay £7 an hour or whatever it was back in the day to do my sets, and now I work in a room I've designated just to the youth. I'm there 5 days a week doing what I've got to do. I have sessions every day, and it's an enjoyable process, and that's my job. So at least if I'm not going to be on stage, like going crazy, doing my thing every time, and I still get bookings as well, by the way, but that's my stability, and like I'm thankful for that because, as you know, and as we've discussed, this has been my thing for years. So it's nice to have a job which reflects what I've always been doing.
Why, sir? We're definitely going to get you back in here for a part 2.
Yeah, say no more. There's so much to say.
You know what I mean? There's so much to say. We can go on and on.
Yeah.
But for now, we're going to leave it there. This has been a Reasoning Podcast. I'm your host, Rasnado. This is my guest, Vader.
Love
yeah?
Respect, man.
C4 behind the camera, yeah?
We got C4.
It's another episode. We're going on mad. Make sure you subscribe, like, share, and comment. Yeah? And we're Audi. Mad R.I.P. Bummer B. Out.
Man, rest in peace, Bummer.
This is the reasoning, come have a reason. This is the reasoning, let's have a reason. This is the reasoning, come have a reason. This is the reasoning, let's have a reason.